Okay, so I'm getting ready to start doing some work, and I'm scrolling down YouTube looking for a video to watch, and I realized that they dropped the 2020 XXL Freshman Class Roundtable interview with Until Freedom Part 1, The Past. I feel like this is probably them pandering to what's going on right now with the riots and loots and stuff like that. But I'm gonna keep an open mind, and maybe they're just trying to give people a platform to speak about problems within their community outside of music. With that being said, let's hit play. What was it? Racism, politics, and social justice. I'm gonna keep an open mind, but this just screams pandering. With those three subwords, you could have just said on problems in the community, like I said, but nah, you had to specify and use those key buzzwords. Like I said in the last video, they use those key buzzwords that let brains light up. And I bet you it's heavily edited as well. Wait, why can you not hear the desktop? Huh? Properties.
And I think we're looking at this topic of what is happening in our country, obviously, in order to...
Oh, snap.
We have to know where we've been. We always have to analyze where we are, but then there has to be a vision for the future. And you all have your ears to the streets, and you also are great influencers. And so I think this is a moment when we can learn together. As an activist, an organizer, some people say we're leaders. We're always looking for what is really truly happening and what our people are really feeling. And I think you all are the voice of the young people.
Okay, so I guess they're doing it by the groups that did their ciphers instead of just an interview of, hey, how you doing today, bitch? Now they're doing this, I guess.
Which is really our future.
The police protect and serve everybody else, but it's like, for a lot of officers or a lot of police departments in general, it just feels like there's like open season on black people. Like my experiences with the police when I'm with my black friends versus when I'm with my white friends is completely different. Completely different.
It's being biracial. I can attest to that. Young white boys versus experience versus those of a young black boy experience is different, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times being biracial and being around my white family, I have to educate them. It's a sensitive subject because it's like,
why couldn't they give her that quote? There was a whole load of quotes right there. All right. See what I mean? That whole sentence right there. They could have picked a bunch of different points and pieces of that sentence and threw it in the trailer. But instead, they wanted to get the part where she said keywords, and it made her look like a fucking ditz. So she did have something better to say. My bad, I apologize for saying that you had nothing to say. I forgot. This is XXL. They don't care. They looking for the views.
Somebody that don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do I teach somebody Chinese when they never even heard of China? It's like educating them in a...
Bruh. Shit. I almost walked out the room. I honestly almost walked out the room and stopped recording. That was a great quote that they could have put in the trailer. That was a fantastic quote. How do I teach somebody Chinese if they never even heard of China? Bro. Oh my god. And I'm not trying to hype anything up because of my low expectations, but still. That was a way better quote. Keywords, people. Keywords. Word.
The light that they can understand it without having experienced it is hard.
One thing I've realized as I've gotten older is no matter how much I know racism exists, especially in a time like this, I grew up surrounded by black people and, you know, they would tell me about their experience, but being a white person, like, there's no way I can ever truly feel it. You know what I mean? I can know it's there, but I can never truly know what it's like and know how real it is. And I think that's given me a certain responsibility because there's a lot of white people out here that deny the reality of it, deny how real it is, deny what, you know, black people experience. So if anything, I try to listen more than speak.
That was a fantastic quote. Buzzwords, keywords.
From like police, they gonna profile you anyway because it's a high crime area, so they gonna pull up on you. Hey, look, I know y'all doing this. I know y'all the one who did this, but you really ain't the person who did that. You feel me?
Now, I know a lot of
Fantastic quote.
folks are saying, and you can't really listen to the radio, listen to TV without hearing Black Lives Matter. But for black folks in America, it's not new. Racism could look a variety of ways. Some of the work I've done is around the school-to-prison pipeline, how children are pushed out of schools through suspensions and expulsions and then arrested.
For me as a black kid growing up in Alabama and being able to tell that my teachers are treating
Oh,
me
she from
differently
Alabama.
than they treat
Oh, she know racism. Alabama is one of the most racist states in America, for anybody who doesn't know.
white students. Like, that's something you're conscious of from a young age, even if you don't have the verbiage to actually describe it.
I never really understood what it was until I got older. Running from the police was regular. Shit, that's what, it's a cycle. Getting caught, slammed on your shit, I thought that was normal.
Like, sometimes we'll probably bring it on to ourselves with how aggressive we be to them. We just be cool, respectful and shit. I ain't gonna give respect if a motherfucker ain't giving me respect. So if you coming to me rude, you hear me, all that trying to put me in cuz I already, you don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on, I don't know why I'm in cuz and none of that. You gonna have to use that on your hip, sir, cause I ain't going. It's like the police still more, it's just, I'm scared.
The fuck? Like, I get what he's saying, but me and you, I know he can communicate that better. That boy know how to talk better than that. I'm disappointed in him for that part. Cause like, this motherfucker said, wow! Nigga sounding like a Tasmanian devil. Nigga over here talking in fucking wingdings.
So you really scared to know what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why.
Japanese and everybody looking at him like, bro, what?
You did on your hip, sir, cause I ain't going. It's like the police still doing like real brutality. So you really scared to like get pulled over by the police. Now you taking them on high speed chases. You just scared for your life. Like it ain't like serving the community no more. It's just I'm scared. I'm gonna do whatever to protect me and my family. You know what I'm saying?
I seen police brutality like that, and then me personally, I've been punched on and hit on by the police in the police station. So I'm not like, feel me, no stranger to it.
When I was like 12, I was already like a felon. Not to say like I wasn't doing my own fair share of negative things, but I'd say a lot of the things I used to get locked up for, shit, I ain't even had nothing to do with.
We're criminalized from birth. Why the fuck would a 14-year-old need to be charged as an adult for anything? For anything? Why? Why?
Like the videos.
Because they're, say it with me, black.
They almost normalize it, like this supposed to happen, we defenseless, like you can't do nothing. But in reality, they trained and taught to retaliate if we, you feel me, get on there with them. So why I can't be the same way?
First time I ever went outside, been BS with the police, so I knew it.
Ever
like
since.
they get behind me, I know the vibe. You feel it in your stomach, like all right, it's finna go down.
In our communities, we've normalized abnormality. They violate our rights so much, we don't even realize we have them. When they used to pull us over and the shit they was doing to us, I didn't know it was illegal. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We never was gonna go file no report on nobody. We just was like, all right, whatever. Like, whatever. At least we got away. At least we got away. You know what I'm saying?
This shit is not new, like, and it's took.
I just realized they ain't let. I'm 4 minutes in the video and I still ain't hear Fabi talk.
Hundreds of years for the rest of the world and the rest of America to wake up. It's like better late than never, you know. Like I'm just glad now that there is this increased focus that we're on XXL talking about this shit right now.
I feel like not all cops is bad cops, you feel me? The ones that's good, they fucking up because they not, like, they friends or they coworkers or whatever, like you're bugging, like you wilding, or they not making them feel like they bugging. Like
I think the issue is, it's not the individuals, it's the system. And then the individuals who choose to follow the system or
I feel like it's the system in the sense of no system can be perfect because it's made by humans. And I mean, that's just a purebred fact. No, I don't care how much you want to say, but anything can be done if you put your mind to it. It's like, yeah, sure, keep believing that. If anything can be done if you put your mind to it, then why are we sitting here thinking and talking about racism? It wouldn't exist if that was the case. There wouldn't be global warming. There wouldn't be wars. Niggas would just have conversations and talk it out. Nigga, there wouldn't be food shortages, hunger, coronavirus. There's 1,000 things I could list. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
or to perpetuate whatever racist views they have through the system. But if you actually had accountability measures that really work, like people really got arrested immediately upon, you know, putting your knee in George Floyd's neck, there should not just be firing. That's human resources. We're talking about human rights here.
The system of the police is destroyed, and the blue wall makes them not want to talk about things. You know, it's like being with your mans and being scared to step up when you seeing them doing some crap shit. You like, that's some whack shit. And sometimes you got to step up as men. That's what I think we're in a time now as men, black men, just in the world, period. We have to make our voices be heard. The problem with it for me with the police is they get paid to protect and serve us.
Where
you do that, it's called a robbery and you go to jail. They do it, it's called civil asset forfeiture, and they get to do whatever with the money.
Wait, whoa, what did he say?
You go to jail. They do.
Bro, I can't get the full context the way he's saying, or what I would need to look up to understand what he's saying, because they gave me a third of a sentence.
It's called civil asset forfeiture, and they get to.
I wonder if they're gonna drop the full interviews. Probably not.
Do whatever with the money.
Separation is different than segregation.
Yeah, because this video is 6 minutes, and knowing XXL, they ain't gonna release something that's 2 hours long, because ain't nobody gonna watch it compared to this 6-minute short form content thing. And that's really more of like a YouTube and people having shorter attention spans as time goes on type of thing.
And they get to do whatever with the money.
Separation is different than segregation. And right now, what's happening in the minds of a lot of black folks is we're recognizing our power, and we're saying we need to separate from the shit that's fucked up and that's not aligned and it's not gonna get us to where we're going.
This has always been systemic. This is how the system was set up. It was actually working the way it was supposed to be. Yeah, exactly.
Even though it's shifting, it's not anywhere near where we need to be. The whole fucking system is broken. So imagine the amount of time it's.
But you just said it's not broken. It's working how it's supposed to. Let me run that back and make sure I heard that clearly.
Near where we need to be. The whole fucking system is broken. So
it was set up. It was actually working the way it was supposed to be. Yeah, exactly.
Even though it's shifting.
It's not broken. It's working the way it was supposed to, but niggas is funny. That's all I got to say.
It's not anywhere near where we need to be. The whole fucking system is broken. So imagine the amount of time it's going to go into literally uprooting all of it. And I think that's why we've been seeing people destroy shit. Like, because people are done. They're done.
Ain't gonna get hurt no other way until you start fucking with your pockets. I get it. But I still don't know how you gonna contradict yourself. And I like how they put those clips right back to back. And I also like how they made the fat black woman from Alabama look ignorant, and they made the skinny, pretty, mixed black woman from Atlanta look very intelligent, even though she dresses in way over-sexualized ways, promotes over-sexualization in her music, and generally just not positive topics, you know, pimping niggas, scamming niggas, and stuff like that, versus Chica, who is known for talking about the stuff that she's talking about right now in her music before she was on a round table to do so. I'm just saying that's an interesting thing to note. XXL for a long time ain't been shit. They are going to continue to not be shit. Why? Because it, say it with me, makes more money to pretend like you don't care. Thank you, kids. Overall, that was, I don't even know why I watched that video. Because I'm not as triggered as I thought I would, I'm not as triggered as I thought I was at the beginning. And yeah, this video, I feel like this video is pandering if they don't release the full interviews. Like, if they release the full, like, if they're just doing this as promotion to say, hey, these videos exist, like, the full interviews exist, go watch them. Okay, that's cool. I can understand that. But if they release this and don't release the interviews, because a lot of the information in there was like half quotes and stuff like that. I feel like this is the YouTube trailer that, because the other trailer I can excuse and give a pass because that one was like 50 seconds long. Yeah, it was 50 seconds long actually. So that might have been the one that they put on their social medias to promote it. But this one being a trailer, I can accept that if they drop the full thing. Because if you give me half of a sentence, it's hard to understand what I'm talking about. For example, cat goes to the store. Or I took my cat. That's part of a sentence. Those are parts of ideas. Now, if I say I was trying to train my cat to do some tricks, so I took my cat to the store, like to Petco, to go get some pet treats. Now you understand what I'm talking about. You have context as to what I'm talking about, or whatever the other sentence was. You get my point. They're giving us half a sentence, half a quote, and I hope they don't just say run with it. I hope they drop the full conversation with everything they were saying. Because with previous years, this cut up interview thing, and it says part 1. So I'm hoping. Oh, wait, it says part 1. Yeah, they definitely not doing that. Disregard every goddamn thing I said. Disregard it. They're going to be pieces of shit, and they're not dropping the full interview because nobody's going to watch it compared to short form content. Because they don't think people will sit there and digest the podcast. It's like, no, you dumb shit. Just put freshman, XXL freshman in the title. We'll watch it. But if they do release the actual full interviews, I'm a dumbass. My bad. But they're probably not, being that they're XXL, and XXL is run by pieces of shit now. With that being said, I'm still going to be a 2022 XXL freshman. Peace.